right, guys, but I agree with Bill. What a great opportunity for Mitt Romney to come out and say,
here's the issue.
Obama, which side of the fence are you?
Well, here's the thing. The media, you have to rely on the media to make this into a story, and they're over it. The media, because this was a romantic idea for the media for about 8 or 9 months, and then when it went bad, they went south. Now, OWS is like for the Democrats, their criminal relative that you don't talk about. It's now you hide him in the attic.
He was cool for a while.
He was cool for a while, and you don't invite him over to Thanksgiving, and you just wish he would go away. He's the ex-con in the family, or the con.
I was thinking about Bill's point regarding when the president gets himself into these situations where he'll praise something, and then a couple of months later it's like, oh gosh. And in some ways, I think that they live for the moment. They live for the 24/7 news cycle, and they don't take a longer view of what could happen down the road. Maybe they thought that there was going to be some better organization, and that, remember I said that they'll come back in the spring and they'll be well-funded, which it looks like they're going to be, but their message has not gelled, and people sort of just fade away back to trying to find a job or working.
You know what? The Obama campaign seems to want to go back 15, 20 years, figure out what went on at Bain Capital. Why not just walk this comment back? Earlier in the season, in the Occupy Wall Street season, he was in favor of these guys. He said they represented, a frustrated part of America.
They do. I don't. First of all, two points to make to you, Eric. I don't think that's Occupy Wall Street, by the way.
They were linked.
I think that they may be linked. You could say some things, and I'm looking forward to the factor investigation, because what Bill said to me earlier was they think that there is money behind these people, and that the money is driving it, and also drives Occupy Wall Street. Okay, so I'm interested to learn. But do I believe that the anarchists, that people who are engaged in violence, who are the people who are trying to intimidate Bill O'Reilly when he's taking his kids to a play, is Occupy Wall Street? No, I think most Americans are upset at Wall Street, that we know right down here, your pals, and all their excessive salaries
the bombers
and the TARP.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's crazy. The second thing to say is I don't see Republicans repudiating Tea Party types when they engage in horrible behavior.
You're going to compare a tacky sign to guys trying to blow up a bridge?
Attacking signs?
A tacky sign.
No,
a tacky sign.
No, I can compare people spitting on people. And
show me the spitting.
Come
on, show me the spitting.
I can show you racist emails. I can show you
me the racist emails then.
Sure, I'll
wait for them.
No, you don't have to wait.
I will wait. I can show you the bombers. I can show you the bombers.
Yeah, and I can show you the emails.
Show me that.
Okay, even they had a New York State gubernatorial candidate, Carl Palladino, saying the most horrible things. I can show you that. So Mark Williams.
Guys,
how about Mark Williams?
Let me get Andrea in here, because one, it's a little unfair to say, on one hand, the bombers aren't associated with Occupy, but the racist emails are definitely.
You're saying you want.
There have been forget the
email won't kill me.
There have been dozens of arrests when it comes to Occupy Wall Street, and the attacks have gotten a lot worse. So it started out, people would say, "I want a free pack of cigarettes." Some guy had downtown. Now we have bombings, we have police officers being stabbed, and I'll tell you what's frustrating is that in 2009, Janet Napolitano put out a memo. A national Homeland Security memo warning of right-wing extremists, calling them domestic terrorists. We have heard nothing from her, from the Department of Homeland Security. In fact, we've heard the opposite from the president, that he supports them. And I'll tell you what, as I asked Bill, what do you think he should say? I think it's a bigger downside for him to stay silent, because he risks isolating those middle independent voters. The leftists will be with him anyway, no matter what.
One last thing. Do you realize the police arrested 3 guys who had targeted Obama's campaign headquarters, Rahm Emanuel's house?
Right, which is why it's a perfect opportunity.
So, I mean, those guys are being targeted by the government.
That's why President Obama is in a perfect position now to criticize them. Not just because they're going to criticize, but I mean, now, why not take the opportunity? I think that the other thing, the reason the media has started to ignore the Tea Party is that they were effective. Okay, they got their stuff done, 2010 elections, and they're not showing up at the town halls anymore because nobody has town halls anymore. The Occupy Wall Street is totally ineffective, so the media has lost interest.
All right, we got to go. Good discussion. One of President Obama's key allies on the Hill accuses Mitt Romney of, quote, raping companies. You'll hear directly from him when we come back.